Hi Taurus, welcome in. Carolina Moon here. Good to be back with you. This is your April 1st through the 15th love and relationship reading. I also added a couple cards for finances and spiritual. So I have been sitting and doing my meditation that I do, and I have a guide, and her name is Josephine, and she's just like this real bubbly, wonderful energy, and she's with me all the time, and she's been speaking to me, so I got a couple messages for you from her. But I wanted to let you know that I super appreciate your likes and subscribes, because it really helps support me and my channel, and I just thank you. I'm going to offer an extended read, so if you haven't been here before, you hit the tab and the link will be there and it'll take you over to me. Okay, so let's get going. So I wrote some notes down of what Josephine was talking to me about, and so what really came to me is let your guard down. There's some old ways of thinking that is blocking you. Fear, it's all fear-based, things that happened to you before, traumas, post-traumatic stress. Believe me, I know it happens. I know it happens with love. And so she wants you to love and let yourself be loved. Okay, let your guard down. Have faith you have healed. Have the faith that you've healed from the previous relationships, okay? If there was a rough one, you've healed from that, okay? So you don't have to carry that weight. If you're carrying it around, you're carrying it around useless baggage, okay? And have trust that you're safe now, okay? You know so much more. You've been there and done that. Just you're safe. You're safe to love. It's okay. Allow yourself that. Give that to yourself. Let your guard down. Let your guard down. Divine is coming in to give you something. It feels like a love and preparation, right? This feels like the divine preparing you for that love, because if you've got old thought processes, that's blocking it. Okay, so we're going to get into the reading. I already pulled your cards. I know some of you like to have the cards pulled as I'm going, but I'm really trying to get these to be not so long. They're really long, so I just have been kind of going at it from a different perspective. So anyway, let's get going. Let's get going, Taurus. Okay, so the card I drew for you is the Seven of Pentacles. So this is, your energy. It's earth energy. And it's really about planting a seed. You planted your seeds. You worked with the soil, and now you're watching it, it form, the seed form. So you've planted some seeds. There's something going on here with a relationship. You've planted some seeds, and you're just kind of pausing. You're just reflecting a little bit on it. You're hesitating a little bit, which is okay. Okay, you're hesitating, and you're just kind of saying, okay, so what's going to come? I've propagated my plant. I want to see what's happening, right? So, so I pulled an energy for the other person in this situation, and I got the Emperor, which is Aries energy. And, just really that person that's just like, hey, I'm right here, I'm responding. What can I do to help you? How can I move you forward? What can I offer you? What wisdom, just a real solid person that's got a really good, strong foundation. And yeah, just, you know, this is the guy that rules all the kings. You know, this is the guy. There's no fear here. This person doesn't have any fear. I mean, look, they're laid back, kicked back in my space. I know what's happening. Everything's under control. You know, this kind of. This guy could represent somebody that works in government or something like that. I don't know if you've met somebody like that, but it could represent that. The person that really, you know, gets down to that rough spot, and you're like, what do I do? This is a person that comes in and says, this is what you do. You know, they already know. Okay. So I don't know if that helped you. That's Aries energy there, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. Could just represent that energy. And then I pulled a card for your guys' relationship, and it's so beautiful. We got the Knight of Cups. Okay. So this is like, you know, hey, let's go on a date. You know, let's see what this is about. I want to offer you flowers, a picnic, and love. I want to offer you my time. I want to offer you my knowledge. You know, I want to offer you my heart, right? So you guys are definitely feeling it, which is really cool. Definitely feeling it. Might be, you know, some texting. There's like a love letter down here. You know, there's a knight in shining armor. And with this emperor being, you know, that strong energy of, hey, you know, what do you need? It really makes you feel like that is the knight in shining armor, you know? Really makes you feel like this is the knight, the savior, the one that's coming in kind of feeling. And then I pulled a crossing card. Crossing, block, you know, whatever. And I got the Two of Pentacles. So we've got two cards here that really represent a decision that has to be made. Right? So we're reflecting, we're looking at stuff, but we know there's a decision about this relationship that needs to be made. This could also represent there's another person, you know, that could be in this situation. I'm not feeling that. Not feeling that at all. It just really feels like, do you want to move forward? Are you hesitating? Are you afraid? What are the thoughts behind this feeling of, do you want to move forward with this person? What are those thoughts? It's time for you to really think about that, because you need to make a decision. Okay. Okay, so I pulled a card for your finances, just to give you a little information. And I got the Seven of Cups. And this card is also about choices. So, I mean, I know there's a lot going on in the world today. But this card is also like a really cool card for the person that's creative, because there's like, oh, you know, the choices that you make when you're creating. I'm a painter, so when I'm choosing colors, it's like, what do I want to use? And this gives me that feeling, because it's like, well, I've got, you know, these different colors and these different things going on here. Which one should I grab, you know, to incorporate? What do I want to do to creatively put this together? What do I want to do? So this really is about making another choice. It's also, you might be, you know, things might be up in the air. Things might be up in the air with your finances right now because of the state of the world. And that makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Okay. And then I pulled a card that, you know, how the spirit is influencing this relationship. Interesting, I got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, which typically talks about, you know, conflict, you know, chaos, things going on everywhere. I mean, this card really looks chaotic, you know, but at the same time, it looks like that person that's reaching that fire, you know, up there, or starting that fire, you know, is going somewhere. So it it really seems like this could mean a lot of different things. And it really feels to me like it's some chaos, okay? There's some chaos coming in, because really kind of a funny thing is the Tower card just kind of flew out. And that's really about, you know, chaos and epiphanies and this kind of thing. So it's like something comes in, you know, there might be an argument, there might be a conflict, the Tower card, you know, happens, there's, you know, a fight, and then something moves in a direction, right? That's the spiritual influence there. So you know, there's competition in this card, in this Five of Wands. There's probably competing ideas, competing opinions. We do have the Emperor, and the Emperor can be pushy. You know, come on, let all that go. You know, I mean, I can hear this kind of energy, and you know, it's okay. You're kind of pushing, and yet you're like, well, I haven't made a decision. I'm waiting right here. You know, I'm just kind of holding my ground and reflecting right there. So, yeah. So the spiritual influence could be that. That could be, hey, I'm coming in, you know, possibly to bring the Tower to get this thing moving, right? Okay, then I pulled a card for advice, and I got the Devil card. So there's definitely some devil influence here. There feels like somebody wants to pull the strings in this relationship. Possibly there could be like old patterns of thinking, because if you look at this card, I don't know if you can see that the little person down here is like got its heads down. It's like the puppet in a way, but it's also like in its head, you know, it's in the head, and thinking about all these old patterns, you know, or there's like some addiction here. There's some influence with addiction. You know, this is advice from the Spirit to you, from your higher self. So this is really telling you that, you know, either addictions are influencing the relationship, or old patterns of thinking. Maybe someone else that is trying to pull on the heartstrings, trying to, you know, pull you a different direction. You know, that kind of thing. Or it could be this new energy that's like, hey, you know, trying to kind of really be pushy, right? So that's something to think about. And then we have the Tower card, and you know, that Tower card just kind of came out, just kind of like flew out of the deck there. So it's like, hey, this is coming. Okay, this is coming, or it's there right now. So just keep that in mind with that. Okay. All right, darling. So I want to go ahead and pull some of these oracle cards. Really wanted to do that first, but I guess I forgot. So I'm going to pull them right now and give us more guidance on where this is going. And then over in the extended, I'll go ahead and get more information from higher self, you know, get info from the other person in this situation, and also pull some romance cards and just get more information for you, okay? What looks to be something, you know, that Josephine is saying is allow yourself to be loved, you know. There could be an epiphany coming in here because of a choice that has to be made, or an epiphany coming in because of some kind of conflict, you know, some kind of little upheaval, and all of a sudden, bam, light comes on, and you're like, oh, I can see what's going on now. Oh, I get it, you know, because that is an influence from the spirit. We love that. Okay, let's give this to our Taurus. What do we got for our Taurus today? Thinker. And you guys are. You guys are the king thinkers. Yes, you guys are totally the thinkers. In your head, thinking a lot. What should I do? What should I do? I'm just not going to do anything. This is kind of the way you Taurus are. Well, I don't know what to do, but guess what? I'm just not going to do anything. That's the safest way of doing it. It'll either blow over, something will happen, I'll make a decision. And that's exactly what the message is here. Something is going to happen, and you're going to have to make that decision. Okay? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me pull another one. Yang. Definitely. I mean, you got a yang energy here. Definitely. Without action, something is going to happen. You know, you got masculine energy coming in, and because the choice needs to be made. Choice needs to be made, and that's what the Spirit's saying, right? Action. Take action. Co-create. Co-create. Spirit calling you to co-create with this energy here. Spirit is going to make sure that the epiphany comes down and that your head is out of the clouds and you can see what's going on now, right? And get kind of sever the ties of the old way of thinking. Kind of sever that. Get rid of that. The devil, Capricorn energy there. But yeah, a lot of earth energy here. Co-create, darling, having to co-create together, which could be, a conflict coming in on the co-creation, right? We got to compromise. What are we going to do? We've got this going on, that going on. Taurus, you're thinking, I don't know if I want to make a decision yet. You've got Aries, the Emperor. He's like, make a decision. This energy is strong. Like, do something. Take action. And it's all about co-creating together. All about that, darlings. So I want to reiterate the message of our beautiful. My beautiful Josephine, my guide, that's telling you to let your guard down, okay? Let your guard down and allow yourself, be proud of yourself and realize that you have healed, okay? And then I'm going to take this over to the extended now, and if you guys want to follow me over there, I'm going to check all kinds of different things out. If not, I love you so much, and I will see you next time, Taurus. Bye!